I just wonder what you thought of England's performances so far, Dean.
I mean, the first one surprised me, whether it was Iran that weren't to their normal level, we were just I thought we were excellent as well. I thought our tempo and energy was brilliant, combination play fantastic and clinical. Yeah. And then the more I've thought about it and watched some of the highlights back, I actually think USA were very good in terms of their... It's not very often that you say a Declan Rice was outworked or looked like he was flustered because of the work rate of the opposition. And that, I think, big credit to the USA in the way they set up and made it really difficult for us. And then it's down to us to make sure we're at that level. Yeah. And actually the players can deal with it under pressure, under severe pressure, and they struggled a bit.
I just think, and we spoke about it before, I think teams like Saudi Arabia, USA, Canada, I think when they come to a tournament and they play teams that are technically better than them, and I mean England, I mean Brazil, Argentina, whoever it is, they've got to be better at something within the game than the opposition. And I think the USA, taking nothing away from the skill factor, because there's some great performances. Pulisic, and I thought that they were really good in possession, but I just thought their fitness levels, their sharpness, their ability, as you say, their ability just to work harder than the man that you're playing against was evident. And you're right, they played well. They actually played well in the first half against Wales. They played really well in the first half against Wales, so I don't think it was a major shock, but at the same time, it's not a major disappointment for England because they're still in a good place.
No, it was a clean sheet, and defensively, Harry Maguire was outstanding. He was our best player, yeah. And I think, I've never done it, Ali, but being at a World Cup, it just seems like these teams and players that you would normally go, well, what league is he playing in? They're just at a different level to they ever would be.
Absolutely.
Week in, week out, which shouldn't be the case. You should be the same whether you're playing on a normal club game or an internet. But it does, doesn't it? They can produce performances and put in. I watched Tunisia and they were against Denmark. It was just outrageous. The first tackle, he took Eriksen out and he's like pumping to the crowd, like smacking his chest.
Yeah, so
I was like, what?
Yes, I was at that game, and that was a perfect example of it. Perfect example of it.
And I suppose the more you see these upsets, especially like the Japans against Germany and like we said the Saudi against Argentina and stuff like that, it's giving the teams that are the underdogs probably a bit more fight in them, thinking, well, look, if they can do that, we can do this. How much belief do you think Wales will have tonight?
It depends how much has been taken out of them from that Iran game. They looked so dejected after that.
Midday as well, it was baking hot.
It was. And, they gave it everything towards the end, but actually, I'm just not sure about this Wales team. I've not seen... I think he has to make a few big calls tonight, Robert Page. If he really wants it to be a real test for England, I think he has to make some big calls because, and I'm talking about Bale and I'm talking about Ramsey. I am because I was there. I watched it live. That eye test of this, to me, something's not right with Bale in terms of he doesn't look like he can fully commit, whether that's his body or having not played enough. Ramsey certainly ran about and tried to get on the ball, but he's not making those runs that I associate with Ramsey. Those runs into the box continuously over the back of the centre forward, but I think he's got some big calls to make.